please silver. Please silver. Oh, I got silver. Yeah!
Hi.
Screw this game! Who's on? Oh my god!
What is up everyone, this is Haydengames0238 back from another video, and today it is time. I am recording my 500 subscribers special video. Thank you to everyone who got my channel to 500 subscribers. We hit it during my Dokkan stream a week or so ago now, I think. And I'm only just getting around to recording this because circumstances, but yeah. So thanks to everyone who got my channel to 500 subscribers. I really appreciate anyone who does take the time out of their day to check out my videos, check out my streams, and just in general give some good vibes to the videos and whatnot. So thank you for the continued support of the channel. We don't currently yet have the monetization features where I have memberships unlocked and super chats and whatnot. I still need the watch hours for that. I'm the closest one to that. There is the YouTube Shorts option, but I can't be bothered trying to do the YouTube short algorithm stuff, bro. I rarely upload shorts, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. I would rather take the watch hours. So watch the video till the end so I can get that watch time. I'm hoping I'm going to make these videos a bit more entertaining in that regard, so that you guys can help support me even more. So I have gone over on my community post and what I'm planning to do if I do unlock the memberships and whatnot. So make sure to check out my recent couple of posts in that regard. But for this video though, what I did plan to do for the 500 subscribers special is to do a Q&A video. So I did make a community post asking you guys to ask me to post some questions for what I could answer in this video. Just to give a bit more insight onto what I'm like and whatnot. But I got no questions because you'll hate me. So I had to improvise. I've noted down some just generic sort of questions. Hopefully, a couple of them aren't generic, but more specific. I'm hoping this might be a bit hopefully entertaining enough for you guys to watch. Hopefully, when I hit 1,000, I might do this again. Although I do have the face reveal planned for 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to check the channel out by then. But if we ever do reach that. But if I do plan to do this again, hopefully I actually have people respond and not just completely ignore my post. Or I know most people don't actually ignore them, but no one posts any questions though, so I'm just going to have to go through some generic questions here. I have 10. Hopefully that should be enough to last me the video. If I do need more questions, I'll probably note some more down that I can think of. But yeah, so with that said, let's hop into it. So if we can hit like 10 likes on this video, great, appreciate it. As we do a little bit of a Q&A, so let's go. So, the first question I have noted down here is, when did you start doing YouTube? So, I feel like that's what a lot of people would probably say for something like this. So, I started doing YouTube not as this channel actually. What I did is I had an older gaming gamer channel, which, yeah, freaking generic ass name, so. And there is a reason why I scrapped that channel and moved over to this one. It's mostly because of the email address. I was actually using my personal email for my YouTube channel. So at the time when I made the gaming gamer channel, I think I had that for like a year. No, it might have been 2 years. I can't remember how long I had the old channel now by now. But I had that pretty much from the old Crash Bandicoot CTR Nitro Fueled Racing Let's Play I did, although that Let's Play doesn't actually exist anymore because I preemptively privated that one due to copyright at the time, and I don't play Crash Bandicoot stuff like that on the channel anymore because of the risk of that. But even though I probably still could, but I'd rather just stream that on Twitch now instead of you start doing videos on YouTube. But anyway, so the channel started off with that. My first ever Let's Play, so the first ever video was the Crash Bandicoot 4. Not Crash Bandicoot 4. I still need to finish that game, by the way. the CTR game. And I did mostly that, and then the Crew 2's live summit videos, and then after I did CTR, I think I moved on to Detroit Become Human. All those videos that you might see on my current channel now is all from my older channel, re-uploaded. So the first good, I say about 50 videos or so were all re-uploads. I think the latest video that I did properly on this channel was the first channel trailer, the first intro for the channel. That is when is the first proper upload on this channel. But yeah, so I haven't been, this isn't my first YouTube channel, but it's the one that I have stuck with because I now have this on a separate Gmail account, so that it's a lot easier for certain things to come about. But yeah, so I have been doing YouTube for, oh my god, how long has it been? I'm gonna look this up now. Okay, so I joined it in 2020 in June. Although I didn't actually start doing properly new videos since, I think September of that year, or October. So, we're actually closing in on 5 years I've been running this channel, so I don't know if I'll have a video planned for that, but yeah, so I might do a 5-year anniversary of the channel or something like that, but yeah. So that's when I first started on YouTube. Technically, I did do the Gaming Gamer channel for I think a year before that. So technically, I've been doing YouTube for 6 years now. So yeah, that's pretty much how long I have been starting to do YouTube for. So now I have the next one here. What is your favorite video? So this is actually kind of a tough one. There's a lot of videos and streams I've done on the channel that if I would do specifically videos, even that's still a bit much, but what would be my favorite video? I would say it would probably be, if I go through my videos here, okay. If I go to my most popular ones, I think that might be where I could get that. So I do have, you know what, I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite video, but I do enjoy doing some of the BAL reactions, because the main reason for that is that I can actually add something to that video when it comes to my impressions and whatnot of the male characters in there. That is where I feel like if I'm putting more effort into a video, that's generally what will end up being my more favorite video. And those videos typically is just a lot of fun to edit and actually add that sort of vibe into it that isn't typically, because yeah, Craft's kind of forward voice actors and whatnot, so just adding that element to it I think is what lifts those videos more, in my opinion. So yeah, so I would say my favorite one out of those might be the season 2 finale video, but even though it's not my most popular video obviously, but it is my favorite because of just my general reaction in that, combined with how well at the time I think I did the voices in that. So I would say that's probably my favorite currently. Although I do have a lot of Dokkan hype summons and whatnot. Some of those are more hype moments, recent ones do come from live streams and that though, so I can't really say that's my favorite video. So I would say BAL Season 2 reaction is probably my favorite one, even though the thumbnail, okay, now the thumbnail isn't great for that. But yeah. Speaking of Minecraft and Adventure Life though, I will go into this next question here because I feel like a lot of people wanting to, from that community will be wanting to know this. Who is your favorite BAL character? So I used to have main character syndrome and just Jet the most, because of the development he gets in Season 1 and just the general main character energy just fucking enticed me too much at the time. I have grown a bit more going through Season 3 and that though, and I do have a different one. I originally thought Luna was okay in Season 1. Obviously being the main character's crush and girlfriend and whatnot. But Season 2, at least at the end, and Season 3 has just grown, developed her so much to where I actually genuinely probably like Luna more so than Jet now, and is probably my favorite character, because I'll get into more of this later, but actually I'll answer this question right afterwards, but my favorite character is Luna because I have watched because of how many connections she has with Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, which is also my favorite Dragon Ball character, which is one of the questions I do have on here. But I will get more into that as we go over. I'll go back into this when I go and I answer that question. But I'm just going to say that Luna is my new favorite. The development of like her being a Lunarian, like have that sort of aura, especially with that being a hybrid aura with combined with the Serene Guardian stuff. She just has so much potential in this series, and I cannot wait to see more of her. And because of like her general sort of Serene Guardian side being like Gohan, with then the Lunarian side actually speaking out to be just the cold, brutal sort of side to Luna. That is what drives her to be such a good character for me. So I think Luna is now my new favorite character. Obviously, I do have some bias towards a certain other female in that series, but that's more of a more joking side of thing. But in terms of actual serious favorite character, it's definitely Luna, I think, right now. So now I'll go into who's my favorite Dragon Ball character, and like I said with BAL, it's Gohan for Dragon Balls, because Gohan, I just love the trope of someone who is typically kind-hearted normally and is just honestly trying to just get by with what is going on around them. Both Gohan and Luna is like that, I feel like. So with that in mind, Gohan is when he went Super Saiyan 2 in the Cell Saga, dude, it was just such a hype moment to see someone so innocent actually snap and just become the most powerful character in the entire show. So that is just such a good trope for me that he honestly has become my favorite character with how he's done in there. And again with Luna, she is developing similar things in the BAL, so that's why she's my favorite BAL character. I just love that freaking trope, dude. So Luna's my favorite BAL character, Gohan's my favorite Dragon Ball character, and yeah. Alright, so going from Dragon Ball and fanfiction now, we're going to move on to a bit more of a more serious sort of question, although I'm not saying that's a bad thing. The bad kind of serious. Just a bit more grounded. What was the first video game you ever played? So, there's a few games I had from my childhood that I did play a lot of, and I would say honestly the game I said earlier, CTR, the original Crash Team Racing, I think might have actually been the first game I ever played. Either that or Gran Turismo 1. Those two games I played so much. Although Gran Turismo 1 more so, but I loved both of those games, dude. And it was so nice to get that remaster of CTR, dude. I loved the remaster, dude. Yeah, although you don't really play it much anymore because it's just gone to like the end of service sort of thing where it's just weekly and daily, monthly missions, and I don't think let me know down in the comments, does anyone actually play the online of that game anymore? But I wouldn't mind maybe doing like a stream of that on Twitch or something like that. But yeah, so still, I would say one of those two was the first games I played. And I think that's all I played of the PlayStation 1 era. And I don't think I properly had a console that myself. Like, the PlayStation 1, I think, was my dad's console. And then he eventually got rid of it. But I think we kept the games, and I was able to play Gran Turismo 1. Actually, I think we got rid of the original CTR, but I kept Gran Turismo 1, and I was able to play that on my PS2 in my earlier, 5 to 10 years. No, it wouldn't have been 5 to 10. Yeah, I would say like in my early 10s, late ones is probably when I was playing Gran Turismo 1 the most, as well as all of my PS2 games. So I would say, so Gran Turismo 1 is probably my favorite. No, it's my first game I ever played. I wouldn't say it's obviously my favorite, but it's the first one I ever played. So yeah, I'm more of a racing game nerd, so that is why especially since this game actually came out the day I was born, or technically it was like a few years before the year I was born, but on the actual day though, so this game felt special to me in that way as well, and I'll probably always treasure the original Gran Turismo because of that. So, being my first ever game, and it was on my birthday, I just love it, dude. So, yeah, that was probably the first one I ever played, although I think CTR technically might have been the very first I played, but I can't remember at this point, dude, so, yeah. Next question. Let's go with, what is your favorite who is your favorite content creator? So, I've gone through a lot of content creators over the years. I think in my early childhood days, I think I mostly watched Minecraft. Honestly, Minecraft, I think, was the very first time I got into YouTube, was the Minecraft YouTubers, although unfortunately, is a sad reality about what's happened to the Minecraft OG creators now. Like, some of the stuff going on with them is just and just either disgusting or just sad, so... But yeah, so there's like my first type of content creators though. They're not my favorite though. I feel like the ones I watch now, I've just stuck with for so long that they've honestly become my favorite, and I can't really do a absolute favorite. So I'm just going to list off a few right here. Is Steven Z Killer with his reaction channel and sometimes his gaming stuff. Black Panther, who's a racing game YouTuber, and I really enjoy how he does his videos, his commentary and whatnot. Toon Rami is another one, and he does hit the Dokkan stuff, and he's delved into other Dragon Ball games as well. He has honestly influenced me to actually be able to do such as the BAL stuff, the impressions, because I typically, when I was young, I did enjoy like impersonating characters, but I never really had the confidence to like put it into a public space like YouTube. Toon Rami was honestly what gave me that confidence boost I needed to actually do impressions live on stream and just in videos. Just being able to put like my impressions of like other characters into limelight like that. So honestly, I cannot thank Toon Rami enough for that. And he's honestly an amazing impressionist himself. Like his Beerus voice is amazing. Also Sal, which I can also do decently. So yeah, but him, honestly, I'll go back through my subscriptions here. Those are like the main three that come to mind. Obviously there is like Craftronix, but I wouldn't say he's like... I'm mostly focusing on like the general YouTube landscape, like gaming and reactions for this question, but also some other animation channels as well, like Craftronix though is up there. I think the other ones I've kind of just ditched over time. Yeah, those are like the main three that I think in like recent years have been such like influential content creators for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, occasionally like Dorko, I do enjoy a bit of as well with his FNAF content. Kyle Musics is amazing. It is amazing music as well. But I would say just those big three right there: Toon Rami, Steven Z Kill, and Black Panther. Those are easily like my top three favorite YouTubers I constantly watch. And honestly, I do get inspiration from Black Panther as well when it comes to like my sort of screams like that, because if you've seen his videos, he does that sort of thing as well. So I've kind of like added that into my sort of content as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. I would say out of those three, I can't really pick a favorite, because it also depends on the content they put out as well. So yeah, I really can't pick a favorite between those three. They all have unique traits in their own ways and provide I also like add something to their content that makes them unique. So I would say that those are my personal three: that Toon Rami, Steven Z Killer, and Black Panther. So yeah, that is that question. So let's move on to how did you design your channel logo? So I made my channel logo in Dreams on PS4. This was the first time I like properly got into like designing my own sort of logo and just general aesthetic for the channel. And even then, it is pretty basic. Like it pretty much just looks like a business sort of, not even that, like a business logo sort of thing. So it's not great. And I have, although the actual like shape and like the letters and the white ring, honestly, is my favorite part of it. I don't know why I have like that blue thing behind it though. Like it doesn't fully make sense in my head. But I do. This was my first logo, and I think honestly at the time I was pretty proud of it. And I do like showing it off on the channel still. Although I do have plans to make a major update to the channel, which might be coming up in the next year or so. I will say that. So look out next year for maybe a new fresh look for the channel. I will say that much. So that's all I can tease, but I am planning to update some stuff. So yeah. Although this isn't technically a question, but I will add this on. Is I have had the same intro for like I think 2 years. I had been planning. I've been wondering if I should just ditch the intro and outro, because a lot of the general modern YouTubers now, they don't even have intros or outros. So especially because of like the new generation and whatnot, they just typically like TikTok brainers. They just want to just hop into the video, get straight into it, no bull messing around, or just some quick informational snap to the point intro sort of thing. Let me know if you want me to just ditch the intro and outro for the channel and just end the videos the way they are and start the videos the way they are. I know it might not look that professional, but at the same rate, the YouTube, with how some of the more modern sort of YouTubers are, that I guess they just pretty much just what they provide for the videos is professional enough to where it still gets enough traction. But let me know down in the comments, should I actually just ditch the intro and outro, or do you guys will actually like that? I do plan to maybe update that if I do decide to update it with the new stuff I have planned for next year, but that's all I'll say for that. But yeah, this is on my first logo and dreams, and I do plan to maybe use Ibis to make an update to that in the future. So yeah, that was that question. Alright, so I've got 3 more. I'll do this one first. What is your favorite Dokkan unit? So my Dokkan unit has obviously evolved over the years, and whatever I say now is just going to eventually change as more Dokkan units release. But I'll do say about both my favorite Dokkan unit and my favorite Legends unit. So for Dokkan though, currently my favorite is AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I love his animations. It's just the absolute best in the game. And his kit is pretty well designed, although still not absolutely flawless. You can still get killed with him, even on release. But he still is such a good unit, and is probably my favorite one right now to use. I do also like the STRLR Blue Duo. They are also just below that. Their animations are nice. Their kit is really good, better than the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, to be honest. But overall, I do like the Gogeta a lot more in terms of animation, so that's why he's my favorite. As of what's the date today? The 17th of September 2025. That is my current favorite unit, but this could easily change as more units release. So yeah. For Legends, I'm gonna say my favorite unit might be Red Beast Gohan. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna lock that in. Although there is definitely a lot of contemporaries like Super Saiyan 4 Daimagoku, Ultra Beast Gohan, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. There's a small thing going on here. LF Original UI Goku, the purple one. He has also some good animations. Yeah, that might be the first ones that come off the top of my head there, but I would say the red transforming Beast Gohan is probably my favorite, because you can still get killed with him, but he does also have a solid enough kit. Obviously, he's not good now, but when he came out, he was obviously one of the best units in the game, and I just generally liked using the red Beast Gohan, and his actual LF is so sweet. With obviously the hype special being canon before as well. So I would say he's my favorite, although I could easily switch that on a dime, so I wouldn't take that fully serious answer there, but yeah, I would say that is probably my favorite Legends character as of me recording this. Wow, I'm actually surprised this talk has been taking like 25 minutes to answer 10 questions. Wow. But yeah, so we got 2 left now. We got also we'll do the second or the first out of the 2 left, and that is who is your waifu? So for those who don't know what waifu and husbandos are, it's basically like a fictional crush sort of thing. There's a lot of joking for that on the internet. So I do have one, and I have a couple actually. And I do have a couple like solid. I know they are, and then there's a few up down that I'm like, okay, but they're not like majorly attractive for me. So, but I do have two that are generally absolutely, I absolutely love them. So, in a fictional sense. So, I have a waifu, like true waifu, and then I have a mommy waifu. So the normal waifu I had, it's I would say, yeah, I'll go first. So my main waifu is Angel from Bennett Adventure Life. I'll probably put some of the fan arts instead of the actual Minecraft character, but that is my proper waifu. I absolutely love her. Her design is hot, and okay, I'm not going to go any more into that, because if I try to like describe it, it's just going to sound cringe. So I'm not going to go further into that, but she's my waifu, my main one. Just in general, the personality though, I do also, that's like less cringe. That I do actually really love about her. So that is why she's my main waifu, and then my mommy waifu is Cauliflower. You already knew that was coming, bro. Cauliflower, absolutely. I do generally like her design. I think she's attractive, and then her personality does scream those mommy sort of vibes, but that is also a reason why I do love her. And in terms of Kale, she has the personality I'm more after, but Cauliflower's hotter. So now you could say you could just fuse them into Kefla and that's my waifu, but that's not necessarily true, because it retains Cauliflower's personality still, which honestly, if Kale was more attractive, she would be my genuine waifu, and then Cauliflower would be the mommy one. But Kale though is just, I think the design's good. I just don't think she's like absolutely up there, and plus she has fucking lesbian vibes. I just don't fucking fully think she is my waifu material, but yeah. And then so then I guess though, if I can't fuse them into Kefla, then there could be the other option where a fusion dance Kefla might be my waifu, because that one would retain Kale's personality, but it would also make it hotter. Considering the fact that Vegito seems to retain Vegeta's personality and Gogeta seems to retain Goku's personality, and Kefla retains more of Cauliflower's personality, then yeah, Kale should a fusion dance Kefla would be like a retaining Kale's personality, and that would be waifu material for me. So, but honestly, I'm gonna lock that in. BAL Angel is my main waifu, and then Cauliflower is the mommy waifu. So yeah. Now let's move on to the last question here. What is your favorite movie or series? So, and series, I guess. So, I can't really answer what my favorite series is, because I've watched a couple of series, but I wouldn't say that like majorly changed my life or anything like that, or they're not just like, oh my god, it's so hype sort of series. So I can't really answer that. In terms of actually my favorite movie though, I have a clear answer, and that's Avengers Endgame. I absolutely loved Avengers Endgame. It was one of the first movies that actually made me cry watching it. It was so hype, so good. The writing was amazing. So Avengers Endgame is easily my favorite movie, with Sonic 3 being a close second. I love both of those movies. Those are easily the best movies I've watched ever. I know that there's a few movies I could check out, like John Wick. I know a lot of people love that movie series. I have been tempted to watch it, but I don't have like easy access to media streaming platforms, so I don't know if I can really watch that. Plus, I don't have the time typically. So, although I heard that the recent Superman movie's been good, and it was like a fresh start for the DCU or something like that, I might check that out. I know it's not the best movie of all time, but I heard it was good. But yeah, I would say that my two favorite movies is Avengers Endgame and then Sonic 3. But the clear winner is Avengers Endgame, though. And unfortunately for a series, I just don't have a solid answer for that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to leave it at that. So that is it for the questions for the Q&A video. I don't know what I'll put in the background for this video. I might at the intro and outro here just put my logo in the background, but I might put some gameplay of like Dokkan or something in the background as I answer the actual questions. But yeah, so that's going to do for this video of the 500 subscriber Q&A special. Unfortunately, I had to improvise and giving my own questions here because none of y'all freaking like me, so to actually answer and respond to my posts. So, but I hope you still enjoyed this video of me celebrating my 500 subscribers. Thank you for getting me to this point, and I only hope I can continue to grow from here. Maybe if I eventually double the sub count, I will do a face reveal. So, yeah, hopefully I can continue to grow on YouTube, and I cannot thank you guys enough for supporting the content and taking the time out of your day to actually watch this nobody play games, react to videos and whatnot. So, just thank you, and I only hope to continue to provide that experience for you. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, make sure to follow me on Twitch, link is down below in the description, and yeah, I will see you in the next video or live stream. Goodbye.